our session today, we will focus on combinations. Now, to start with, let's compare A, B, C, D. Find the permutations of two letters and combinations of two letters. Let's start with the permutation first. Who can give me A, B, C, D? I'm going to be getting two letters from that. Without replacement. Who can give me one possible outcome? If we are gonna permutate A, B, C, D, nya, two letters sa atong kuhaon. One outcome is A, B, C, A, C, C, B. Those are the possible outcomes. If I'm gonna start with, ang technique na ko ani is to start with the letters A. I can have A, B, I can have A, C, I can have A, D. Next is the letter B. Start with the letter B. B, A, B, C, B, D. The letter C. C, A, C, B, C, D. The letter D. D, A, D, B, D, C. Those are our possible outcomes if we permutate A, B, C, D, yeah, two letters atong kuhaon. What about combinations? Look at the combinations sa section zircon para you're gonna determine, maudi ay na ang combination. So we have here AB, AC, AD, BC, BD, and CD. What have you noticed here? Look at BA. Is BA listed over here? No. Kay the same ra na ang BA ug AB. So meaning, ang combination di ay pwede din ay magkabali-bali. Awang CA. Nay CA diri wala, pero nay AC. Same thing with CB. CB na ay BC. CD na ay CD, okay? DA, look at DA. DA, AD. DB na si BD. And DC na si CD. So you have noticed here nga, katong nagkabali-bali nga letters, that is counted as one. So take note, AB is not the same as BA when you say permutation. But when I say combination, AB is the same as BA. So, what do you mean by combination then? So, let's have this one first. When different orderings of the same items are counted separately, we have a permutation problem. But when different orderings of the same items are not counted separately, we have a combination problem. Therefore, a combination is a selection of an object without regard to order. So meaning, order does not matter at all. So take note of this. Permutation, order matters. Combination, order does not matter at all. And this will be our formula for combination. That's n factorial all over n minus r factorial times r factorial. So if I'm gonna have like example, sir, how do you solve 7? Then let's have 3 over here. The combination of 7 taken 3 at a time. So what is n equal to? N is equal to 7. This is our n. This is our r. You simply substitute that to your formula. So this becomes 7 factorial all over. N is 7. R is 3. That's 7 minus 3 factorial. All over times r, which is this. R is 3 factorial. Let's subtract first. So we have 7 factorial all over 4 factorial times 3 factorial. Now, look at this one. Asay mas dako aning 4 og 3? Of course, 4 is bigger. So, I'm gonna stop at 4 times 6. I mean, 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 factorial. Para makancel na nako. But take note, we have 3 factorial. O, ato simplify. 3 times 2 times 9. My question is this. What is 3 times 2? That is 6. O, makancel ng 6 og 3 times 2. And what is left is how much? 35. Or you can use your calculator. Do you have your calculator with you? Kindly use this one. Press 7, then dapat ang C, you press that, that's shift, then combination, then press the number 3, then press equal to, it will give you 35 right away. Is this clear section, Zircon? Okay, let's continue now. Now, this is our first problem. How many combinations of 4 objects are there taken 2 at a time? So, what is n here? There are all in all 4 objects. And we will only take 2 from those 4 objects. So this one is the combination of 4 taken 2 at a time. Now, if I'm gonna solve this manually, this is now, diba, n factorial, n minus r factorial times r factorial. We now know that n is equal to 4, so 4 factorial all over 4 minus 2 factorial times 2 factorial, which will give us 4 times 3 times 2 factorial. And over our denominator, this is 2 factorial, then we have 2 times 1. So I'm going to cancel this, and I can also cancel 4 and 2. So what is left is, multiply them. We have 6 for that. Using your calculators, will you get 6? Yes, it's also 6. Okay? Now, let's have our second problem for this session. To survey opinions of customers at local malls, a researcher decides to select 5 from 12. How many ways can this be done? Now, this is my question section, Zircon. Wala ba ko masayop nga nag-combination problem ko ani? Or permutation problem ni siya? That's the question there. Because during your exam, ang problems will be shuffled. Random na, gisagol-sagol ang permutation and combination. So, dapat you should know to analyze, is this a combination problem or a permutation problem? Now, let's analyze this problem. Nag-survey ka. There are 12 people there and you will only select 5 nga imuhang i-survey. Is this a permutation problem or a combination problem? Mumatter ba siya if ever, like, example, ako ang number 1 sa list. Mumatter ba if ako ang last is-survey or ang number 1 is-survey? Will the results matter? The same raman gyapon ng result, right? If ever ako'y last ma-interview or first ma-interview. So meaning, the order here does not matter. So the order is not important nga naman because ang result is not affected at all. If I'll be surveyed first or I'll be surveyed last, the results are just the same. So how do you solve this one? This is now, what is n? N is, and r is Okay. Do you have your calculator with you, section Zircon? What is the combination of 12 taken 5 at a time? Let's solve this manually first. N factorial. N minus R factorial. R factorial. We know that 12 is N. 12 factorial. Then we have 12 minus 5 factorial. 5 factorial. And we will have 12 factorial. 7 factorial for this. And 5 factorial. So I'll stop at 7 factorial. 12 times 11 times 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 factorial all over 7 factorial. Then I will simplify 5 factorial. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'll cancel 7 factorial. Now what is 5 times 2? O cancel ang 5, 2, ug 10. What is 4 times 3? O cancel ang 4, 3 by 12. So I am left with 11 times 8 times 9. How much is that? 792 outcomes. So using your calculator, I'm using my calculator right now. Let me check. We have 12. Then you have 5 there. That's 792 ways. Okay? Okay, let's continue. Is our example clear? Section Zircon, is this clear? Okay, let's continue. What about this one? A bike shop owner has 11 mountain bikes in a showroom. He wishes to select 5 to display at the showroom or at the show. How many ways can a group of 5 be selected? So he is not interested in a specific order. Ang iya lang jud mag-display ra jud siya og 5 kabuk bikes. Okay? So this is a combination problem. And this is simply, what's n here? What is n? Section Zircon, what is n? What's the value of n? Is it 11 or is it 5? Okay, it's 11. What about the value of r? 5. This is our r. So this is combination of 11 taken 5 at a time. Please use your calculator. What is 11 combination 5? By the way, na may calculator ka ron, section Zircon? This will give me 462. Correct. Okay? I will not be solving that manually because I will let you use your calculators. Okay? Now let's continue. What about this one? In a club, there are 7 women and 5 men. A committee of 3 women and 2 men is to be chosen. How many different possibilities are there? So take note, ang atoang committee dapat na ay tulo ka babay. Unya na apoy duha ka lalaki. Nya take note, na atay 7 ka women og 5 ka men. So take note of this. The and here, kining a word and, this one over here, indicates that you must use multiplication rule. along with combination rule. So, let's start first aning women. Sa women, pila ang N? 7. Yeah, pila ka bukwaon ako sa women? 3. Okay, this is for the women. Okay, what about for the men? 5 ang N, ang R. And then, ang result, ana niya, atong i-multiply. We will multiply the results there. So, first, pila maning combination of 7 taken 3 at a time. Please use your calculator. 35. So, this is 35. I-multiply na ko. What is 5 combination 2? 10. Okay, multiply them. How much is that? Oh, mo na answer na to. Ani nga problem. Okay? Kaya na may state pila ka women. So, meaning, I'm gonna have the combination sa women, i-separate po na kong combination sa men. And then, ang result, anang duha, i-multiply. Is that clear, Section Zircon? Section Zircon, is this clear? Okay, let's have another one. Okay, let's start with the girls. So, how many girls are there in all? 10. And how many girls are we getting man for the committee? 6. For the boys, how many boys are there? 8. Nya, pili kuhaon. And then multiply them. Okay? Now, what is 10 combination 6? Use your calculator. 210. What about 8 combination 4? 70. And what is 210 times 70? Oh, there you go. 14,700. Mo ni answer na to for our problem. Okay? Now, let's have another problem here. This time, let's use the word or. So, take note on this problem. In a club, there are 8 women and 7 men. A committee of 4 members is to be chosen, pero wala gi-indicate kung pila ka babae, pila ka lalaki. Pero it's stated in the problem that the committee must be all men or all women. So I'm gonna start with the men. How many men are there? 7. Nya, pila ka bukuhaon na ako, all men man siya. Tanawang problem, pila ka members ang committee? 4. So, I'm gonna take 4. This is for the men. Or women. Okay, I'm gonna write women. Ang women ako kay pila ka buok babay tanan? 8. Nya, all women man. So, pila may akong order. This is also 4. Now, the word or means addition. So, take note of that. The or indicates the addition rule. So, pila man ni ang combination 7, combination 4. This one, pila ni siya? 35. What about 8 combination 4? This will give me 70. And when you add that to, how much is that? Oh, there are 105 possibilities. Okay? So, take note aning word nga or o word nga and. Okay. Let's have another one. Do we have there? Okay. In a club with 8 women and 5 men, select a committee of 5 with at least 3 women. Unsay mga possibilities nato sa groupings nato? Sige, you tell me. Pwede man siya 3 women, 2 men. Pwede siya 4 women, 1 man. Or pwede pod 5 women, walay lalaki. Kaya when I say at least 3 women, pwede siya 3 or more women. Mo man ipasabot na to sa at least, di ba? So when I say at least, it means 3 or more. So pwede 3 women, 4 women, or 5 women. And when I have, sir, asa kagikan og 2 men? The committee man must consist of 5. If there are 3 women, 2 slots will be given to the 2 men there, for the men. For the 4 women, 1 slot will be given for the men. For the 5 women, walay slot for the boys. Is this clear? Okay. Let's begin first with this. A combination ni nato. Combination of pila ka book women? Start tan sa women. No, pila tanan ang women. Women, 7. Pila kuhaon? 3. I-multiply na nato ni men. Ang men nako, pila ka men? 5. And then I have duharay kuhaon. There you go. Next, dirita sa 4 women. So we have the combination of how many women are there? How many women? We have 7 gihapon. Nya upat ang kuhaon, i-times na nato sa men nga 5 ka buok, nya usaray kuhaon. And lastly, I have the combination of 7 taken 5. Just disregard this. Anyway, that's 1. The result of that is 1. So just disregard that. Just focus over the 5 women. Is that clear, Section Zircon? Okay, use your calculator, please. What is 7 combination 3 times 5 combination 2? $350. What about 7 combination 4? Times 5 combination 1. 175. Okay. What about 7 combination 5? 35. And what do you do with all of these? You add these numbers. Kanang 350, 175, og 35, you add them all. How much is that? 500. Okay, mo ni answer nato, Section Zircon. Okay? Is this problem clear? Section Zircon, is this problem clear? Naipangutan na about this problem? Okay, let's continue. Let's have our last problem for this morning. There you go. In a club, you have there 7 women and 5 men. Select a committee of 5 at most. This time, I'm using the word at most. When I say at most, 2 or less. So, pwede 2, 1, or 0. So, manang, akong gisuwat diri, na ako'y duha ka babay, na ako'y usa ka babay, o na ay walay babay. Kasabot, Section Zircon? So, if I'm gonna have 2 women there, 3 slots will be given to the men. If I'm gonna have 1 woman, 4 slots will be given to the men. And of course, if walay babay, meaning 5 men tanan ang ato ang committee because ang committee nato mag-consist man og 5. So let's begin with this one. So kini siya, this is for the men. So what are you gonna write over here? This is a combination of how many men are there? 5. Taken 5 at a time. What about here? Let's begin with the women. This is the combination of how many women? 7 taken 1 at a time. I-multiply nato ni combination sa 5 kalalaki niyang kuhaon 4 because of this. And kining last nato, the combination of 7 taken 2, i-multiply na nato sa combination sa 5 men taken 3. So take note, kini siya nga column sa women. Kini siya nga column sa men. Para di mo malibog nganong 5-5 na kay 5 man ka men. Nganong 7-7 man na kay 7 man ka men. Okay, let's continue. What is 5 combination 5? 1. Correct. What about the 7 combination 1 times 5 combination 4? Pila man, pila? 35. 35. Is it 35 or 25? How much? 3-5. Klaro ha daw, B. Tarungan ninyo. 7 combination 1 times 5 combination 4. That will give you 35. What about 7 combination 2 times 5 combination 3? Do you have the same answers? Is it 210? It's 210. Okay, let's add them all. How much is the sum? Kanang 35 ug ang 1 ug ang 210. Okay, there you have it. We have 246 ways of selecting the committee. Okay?